Hello there again. Everyone can have a majestic background. It's a little bit dark. I don't know why these are coming out dark. When I look at them before I turn the button on, it's got a lot more light. Don't worry about that now. Here we are again. Why do I even have... Who on earth has a vlog to save sea turtles? That'd be me. Who on earth cares about sea turtles? That would be me. The reason for this vlog: every day you go through your life, sharing with people your life, sharing Del Taco with people, talking about, I don't know, I almost went to McDonald's and used a buy one get one free hamburger coupon. I had to find one. I didn't find one, so I got a buy one get one free taco coupon. It was $1.17 for two in my senior drink. Then I spent another 97 cents as a senior drink, what was it? Strawberry shake. I was extravagant. I shouldn't have done that. Use another 97 cents on something as extravagant as a strawberry shake mini. I've got to watch my spending. You need to watch your spending. I haven't done any Patreon or anything like that yet. I don't have the ability myself to render video, so I can't take 5, 6, 7 different shoots and put them all together and make one. That was Blue Shirt Guy. He was able to help me with that. But right now, we need to realize, or I need to realize, that we're trying to save the sea turtles from plastic. Plastic. They'll eat plastic and they'll slowly starve to death. We don't want sea turtles to starve to death. I don't want to starve to death. That's why I go to Del Taco and save money by buying 2 tacos for $1.17. And all the drink I want. And after Del Taco, I came home. I actually put some, I put more soda pop in the 2 liters. So at the middle of the night, 2 in the morning, whatever, thirsty, I can have some more Del Taco soda pop. You can do that. And yes, I did get the ketchups, 5 ketchups. And yes, I do make spaghetti. In a crock pot of all things. Don't you do that. You don't want to save money like that. If you can put it on your stove and do it cheaper with electricity, go ahead. Anyway, I like to talk to you about Laughlin, Nevada. I have a piece of property in Laughlin, Nevada, 3 acres. I want to put a tire to oil machine on and a plastic to oil machine. Plastic to gasoline, 91 octane on. And after that, I want to put a biogas station in Reno, Nevada. And after that, I want to also get one in Laughlin, Nevada. I need a total of 4 stations to start with the $15 million I'm trying to raise. That's a very serious business. I could be making fun of politicians right now. There's a lot of material out there. I had 2 other ones that I didn't put up for my vlog because they were too politically incorrect, picking on Senator Mundane, ditching McConnell, and so what? More about that. I don't want to talk about them right now. They don't do much for me. Now that the House and the Senate, they don't do anything for me. Lower our taxes. Gasoline, excise tax can be 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 cents in different states. State tax, federal tax, sales tax. We don't need all those taxes. But in my personal life, I drank some Coca-Cola today. I think I had some Cherry Coke too. I'm not sure about that. In your personal life, I hope you're having a good life. I hope that you have children if you want to have children. If you don't have children, I hope you have a good spouse. If you don't have a good spouse, I hope you're enjoying life as a single person. You need to do things for yourself. If you want to help save the environment, click on all of my YouTubes, like, and watch them 4 or 5 times each. So as soon as we get to the magical number of 10,000, we're around 2,000, 1,800, something like that, then we'll be able to save the sea turtles together. You know, it's not like I'm going to swim out into the middle of the ocean 2,500 miles, or 3,000 miles, or 5,000 miles, or wherever the gyre is, take a piece of plastic and swim it all the way back. That would be ridiculous. It would even be a ridiculous vlog. Take a swim all the way out to the ocean, pick up a piece of plastic, take it all the way back. No. We're going to have 5 different ships. The Urang, the Bharate, let's see, the Enterprise, the James and the John. After the 2 apostles. So the Urang, the Enterprise, yes, the Urang, the Enterprise, the James, the John, and that other one I just mentioned. Anyway, 5 ships. The Bharate, that's the 5th ship, what? So, we're going to save the sea turtles, you and I. Your job is easy. Post me to Facebook. Post me to Instagram. Post me, post me, post me. Hit like. Watch me 10 times. And then you will save the planet. As soon as we get it monetized. If you want to visit the advertisers, go ahead, visit the advertisers. If you don't want to, don't. But we together will save the sea turtles. You say, well, you're talking so much about these sea turtles. I want to hear about comedy. I want to hear about Hansel and Gretel in New Hampshire and how the Wicked Witch of the East is after you and squeezing the little blue ball and winding up somewhere else. Yes, those things are funny. But you have to realize we're going to save the sea turtles together. Yes, I like comedy. I liked when I was a young child. Sorry about that there. When I was a young child, I used to watch Mr. Cosby's Fat Albert. And it was a good show, Fat Albert. I like Fat Albert, yes. And then they accuse him of whatever they accuse him of, and he's not so funny right now. Me, I've got personal challenges, you've got personal challenges. Life can be a game. It's an adventure, my uncle said. My uncle told me that life is an adventure, and he's right. It's an adventure. But what can we do to help save the planet? A lot of people think that carbon footprint this and carbon footprint that and carbon footprint the other. Some people think that the global warming is real. Some say it's not real. When I was in 4th grade, I learned 2 things in 4th grade that I remember today. One thing in 4th grade was if you take a mouse, I think it was a mouse or some type of rodent, they put it inside it could be a gerbil, it could be a mouse, whatever it was. They put it inside a tiny little greenhouse or whatever you call those things. You just shut them up. Glass case, whatever that is. Glass house with a top. And then they put a little bit of plant in there. And the plant would breathe the CO2 from the mouse, and the mouse would breathe the oxygen from the plant, and it was sustainable. Carbon dioxide is the exhaling of humans and the inhaling of plankton in the ocean, of trees, of grass, and all these wonderful things. Don't get confused. If a cow farts, that's not causing the temperature to rise as much as they say it's causing the temperature to rise. You say, are you anti-global warming? I'm pro-truth. I don't believe in the Easter Bunny. I don't believe in Santa Claus. I don't believe in, what's the Tooth Fairy or global warming or leprechaun. Well, everyone believes in leprechauns. You have to believe in leprechauns. Leprechauns are real. Just like global warming. No, not really. Well, you don't believe in facts? Yes, I do. And the facts are that there has not been any significant warming. And then certain people want to say, well, the ocean's absorbing all the heat. So there's going to be more plankton that's going to absorb more CO2. So there's going to be less CO2, more oxygen. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, okay, there's nothing you can do about global warming. Really, there's nothing. Paying a heftier tax doesn't help global warming. If it's true or not true. But helping me by clicking on that button will help save the sea turtles and getting the plastic out the ocean and diverting it from the landfills. That will help. So help me save the sea turtles. Help me save the sea turtles. Help me pull the plastic out the ocean. Help me pull the plastic out the landfills. Divert the plastic into gasoline. Absorbs into the ocean. It's all gone. We're good. We're good to go. Now, is there anything funny today? Yes, there's lots of things funny today. I'm not talking about politicians. I'm talking about believing in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. Do you believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny? What proof do you have? Do you know that NORAD tracks Santa Claus as he goes around on Christmas Eve? So, the government is telling us how they're tracking Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. NORAD is telling us where Santa Claus is on Christmas Eve. That same government is telling us about global warming. Yes. So that would be the government that's telling us about global warming and also tracking Santa Claus is the same government, and we should believe both. And Santa Claus being tracked by the federal government, NORAD, and also global warming. We should give each measure to global warming and Santa Claus. Because if the government, NORAD, is telling us, NORAD is a government agency, I understand, is telling us that Santa Claus is over here, and now he's over here, and now he's over here, and we can believe that, then we can also believe in global warming. Science is not a consensus. Science is true. If you take, the other thing I learned in 4th grade, there's something called semi-permeable membranes. And what happened was there was a chemical that was in a bath. You know, one of those plastic doohickey things that you fill up with chemical. I don't know, it could have been a foot bath or whatever. It was a little plastic container. They put chemical A in it. I don't know what the chemical was. I don't care what the chemical was. And inside a plastic baggie was chemical B. And after you put chemical A and chemical B, there was a plastic bag that was separating the two. The color purple, not to be confused with the rain, the color purple, not to be confused with the movie or the gentleman or the whatever it was, the color purple. The actual color purple, not rain or not anything like that. And not the Oprah Winfrey movie, not that. The purple color formed inside a plastic bag because it had a semi-permeable membrane. That's like when you have your skin is a semi-permeable membrane. So if you have a chemical on your skin, it will absorb through your skin. This is funny. Because then people who tell you about Roundup is a great chemical to spray and get rid of weeds will give you cancer. That's real funny. It is. Because they won't tell you that your skin is a semi-permeable membrane. I just did. So help me save the sea turtles. Now you say this is not very funny. It's not very funny. Don't forget, when you believe in the Tooth Fairy, when you believe in Santa Claus, when you believe in global warming, the government concurs that there is a Santa Claus because they use NORAD to track him. So if the government is telling you Santa Claus is real and global warming is real, you should decide if they're both real or neither one is real. But that's for you to decide, not me. I'm not going to tell you, a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, that Santa Claus is not real. That's up to you to decide whether Santa Claus is real. Global warming hasn't occurred for 25, 30 years. Something like that. Now take a look at An Inconvenient Truth. Everything he said in that movie never happened. Okay. I've got to upload this. It's not a politically correct video at this time. But I've got to tell you. Do you believe in the Easter Bunny? Do you believe in Santa Claus? Like the government NORAD tells you Santa Claus is being tracked? Santa Claus is as real as global warming. Global warming is as real as Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy. Well, don't get well. But I do believe, well, what about overpopulation? Well, there's 7.2 billion people on this planet. And there's going to go up to 10 billion. And I can do nothing about that. Blame Walter. There's nothing I can do about that. Blame Walter. Anyway, So I've got to upload this. We've got a way to help save the sea turtles. We're going to save the sea turtles. You and I together. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? Oh, can't sing that. Wait, no, is the copyright one out on that? I think there's copyright one out on that. I don't know. Last time I saw it was like from 1964. That other show with the boat, you know. The bop, bop, bop. I forget what his... The guy with the boat in 1964. The guy with the red shirt, white hat. And the other guy with the blue shirt. No hat. Oh, he had a hat too, that's right. And then they had some type of teacher, a movie star, someone from Kansas. Yes, that's true. Wait a second. I know one that went out. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you because the patent right ran out. Happy birthday to you. Yes, there's no copyright on that anymore. So if I own any copyright infringement on any other one, sorry about that. I don't believe so. I think they all ran out. It was my acapello. I think Amazing Grace has lost its patent right, and I think a bunch of other ones have lost their patent right. And, woo-hoo! Nope, I didn't sing that. Anyway, fair use! Fair use! I could use that. It's fair use. I was commenting on how great Star Trek was. Yes, Star Trek, yes. Live long and prosper. Star Trek fans, everyone loves Star Trek. Blue shirt guy likes Star Trek. He also loves that river person. Peace out! Why isn't the Russian been up lately, huh? Miss him. До свидания, and have a jolly good day.